sitting here in my room. A lot of people. I don't know how, honestly, it happened. There's been a lot of talk about me, and I actually don't know what the world is going on. However, me coming out with my songs these past few days, there's songs that I grew up on that I resonated with. Um, there's songs that just stuck with me, and I have literally contemplated about singing them or not. And the more I sing them, it's almost like I make more sense to the common world than most of anybody. Um, I was never raised like most people, I can tell. Even my ex-boyfriend, the one that put me in this predicament, um, put that pretty much put me homeless. He told me, he was like, I was never taught like you. I was never raised like you. He was like, you're so different. I've been characterized different for so long that I even looked at myself like an alien. Um, because there's things that I see that nobody else sees, or I hear things that nobody else hears, and I don't understand how my brain is wired the way it is. Um, but I do believe that everybody is unique in their own way because that is how God made them, in the image of Him, and that even states it in the Bible. I was told that the Bible is the way of life, and when I was going to my last college, they were showing us like that there was lawyers in the Bible, there was doctors in the Bible, there were teachers. Nicodemus was one of the teachers. But it shows, even in today's world, like the Nicodemus perspective. Um, there's a lot of teachers out there that students will come up to them and say, hey, I don't understand this. And the teachers are like, well, what don't you understand? And the kids are like, I don't know. I don't know what I don't understand of this question, but I just don't understand it. And the teachers are like, well, what do you mean? What don't you understand about it? And they're just like, I don't know. I just don't. That's deficits in comprehension and processing. And you have to have comprehension and processing to understand, because those three things go one to one to one. You know, you got to comprehend, you got to process to understand. And when I was going to my first college, I was taught teach to understand, because I was going for a teacher. And it soon reflected in my life, and like the phrase teach to understand, listen to understand, speak to understand. And if I can't understand myself, what makes you think that you're going to understand me? So I will dumb it down for everybody, and I don't care who you are. I don't know who is the savage person in today's world, me or everybody else. Because I have been in this world for 42 years. 40 of the years of my 42 years, I've lived in the wilderness. The way I describe my life is unique. Um, this is the first time that that I'm opening up about my life. And I do get anxiety when I speak about my life. Um, the reason being is because I see myself in the Bible too much. And a lot of people do. And a lot of people are schizo out there. And I had one gentleman who was living in the tent city with me, and he would tell everybody one day he'd be this person, the next day he'd be Adam, you know? And it's like, dude, you guys don't see the world like I do. There are so many people out there that see the Bible in today's world, and it's amazing that not a whole lot of people do see the Bible in today's world. And now that I've been going to church, my pastor, he was like, dude, you don't understand. Like, people need to be updated. We're so outdated because we're still living in the Old Testament that nobody sees the New Testament. They don't see that the mattering hands and the mattering words disappeared. Like, there was a reason why Jesus spoke in parables. There was a reason why he touched people to heal them. There was a reason for this, that, or the other. But nobody sees or knows the reasoning behind it. And, you know, and everybody's like, oh, well, there's no such thing as the, you know, the knowledge of the tree or the tree of knowledge. There's no such thing. Yeah, there actually is. Because it doesn't, when God made Adam and Eve, he made them in the image of him. The conscience brain is him. And that's what a lot of people do not understand. The subconscious is the devil. It's crazy how I see the world. And it's crazy how the book of John reflects so much. And what really messed up my brain is when I was studying the Bible, I was also watching the TV show Chosen. And like I described to everybody, the New Testament is like the Harry Potter book. The Harry Potter movie shows things that the Harry Potter book does not show you or you cannot see. It goes more in depth in the movie than in the book. The Chosen was based on true events of the New Testament. And when I was studying the New Testament, I was also getting the visual for the New Testament. So literally, I was studying the TV show Chosen along with the New Testament. So all of the knowledge from the New Testament and the Chosen just kind of subsided into my brain. And I see more than what a lot of people do. Not to mention, I cannot watch movies. I cannot sit down and enjoy a movie. The only reason why is because when I was going through college, I had to dissect a movie. And the movie was Blade. And Blade, it was the vampires against Blade, and Blade was half vampire. But nobody sees the vampires as the devils, like the people that are full of resentment in their hearts, that can't overcome their struggles, the pain that they have. They don't see themselves as the vampires and sucking the blood out of the people that are healed or going, you know, trying to be happy and stuff like that. They don't see that. I do. Wesley Snipes would like do an antidote of the human, you know, antidote, and so that way because he was part vampire, but nobody sees that he was trying to not become one of the vampires. So he was like injecting himself with the antidote of the human race, so that way he would, like the mattering hands and the mattering words, that was the antidote of Wesley Snipes in The Blade. Sorry, y'all, I had to get that out there.